the way that the Senate race is shifting towards Dems. I wonder if there's a Steve Kornacki. Maybe there is. Wait, Steve Kornacki. Steve Kornacki. We love Steve Kornacki. Yeah, here he is.
Good Sunday morning. Today marks 100 days until the midterm elections. At stake.
Oh, this was last week. Never mind.
Welcome back to Takeout. Thanks for hanging out with us.
I don't like this guy that much, but
University of Virginia's election forecaster Sabato's crystal ball has updated its outlook in favor of Democrats, at least in some House races, and in one particular Senate race. Georgia Senator Jon Ossoff's re-election bid shifted from leading
we don't like Jon Ossoff, but whatever.
Democrat to likely Democrat, and 13 House seats have a new and slightly better outlook for Democrats than before. CBS News contributor Kyle Kondak is with me to discuss. He's a managing editor.
What are you playing after the political section? Probably Overwatch. I don't know for sure yet.
Mother prefers that, and I always defer to mothers with sartorial choices here on the Takeout. Kyle, great to have you here. Mom, hello, great to have you. So I want to talk about the upper Midwest. We have talked a lot about Michigan, understandably so, but Minnesota and Wisconsin also have some interesting statewide contests with progressive components to it.
Yeah, it looks like Francesco.
That's the big thing I want to get into. The progressive components. This is why we've seen so many Fox segments. I wanted to open the Fox segment with this clip specifically, because Republicans in the right are fucking terrified of how progressive this election cycle is getting. We're getting Mamdanis literally everywhere right now. Let me see if I can find this woman real fast. Because I want to get into this, but where is it? I think I liked the tweet. Oh my god, why is it so hard to find my fucking likes? Bookmarks? No? More? Chat, how do I find my likes on Twitter? Profile? Likes, there we go. Scrolling. If I don't see it in the next few seconds, I'm just gonna... Oh, here it is.
Stressful to get.
And we'll just bring her up when I have a segment after this about Francesca Hong.
Backed by the Democratic Socialists of America, running in one of
Fox has been bringing up the DSA like crazy because they are so fucking scared right now. They are shitting themselves.
the toss-up districts that could decide control of the
Iowa 1 and Iowa 3, I could see those going Democrats. The fact that their toss-ups no longer leaning right, insane. Texas 28, Ohio 1, leaning Democrat. Texas 34, toss-up. Guys. I don't know, man. Alaska 2, by the way. Or, sorry, not Alaska 1. No, yeah, Alaska, I could just see going completely Democrat.
the House, according to our Fox News Power Rankings. Oliver Larkin
We're not a fan of Fox News Power Rankings, by the way.
challenging Florida Democratic Congressman Jared Moskowitz in next month's primary. Larkin calling for abolishing ICE, suspending U.S. military
Oliver Larkin's fucking woke with it, by the way. Like, super
aid to
woke.
Israel, and raising the federal minimum wage from $7.25 an hour to $25 an hour.
I love you already, man.
Oliver Larkin joins us now.
We don't have to glaze him anymore because I already know a bunch about Oliver Larkin. But like, God, man, he's so good. He's so good.
They're getting interrupted by breaking news last week with Martha. Mr. Larkin, thank you for coming on the show. We appreciate it very much.
Remember that one mogging reporter? Yeah, dude. Fox News keeps on bringing on these DSA motherfuckers, and they're just mogging them the entire time.
Quickly on the minimum wage thing, I just want to ask you, because I'm sitting here in California, I'm wondering if you know that when they raised the minimum wage on fast food restaurants in California, that it led to restaurants shutting down, it led to employees being laid off, and it led to one major
Did not. None of this is true, by the way.
brand pulling its headquarters out of the state altogether. Are you ready for the consequences for things like that?
Yeah, and I think Florida voters are ready for those consequences as well. Floridians, over 60% of us voted to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour in 2020. And frankly, we're not going to need people working 3 or 4 jobs if one job is paying a living wage. So I think the American people want to see us raise the minimum wage, which has gone the longest period without being raised since it was established.
Also, you can just tell a company, no, you're not allowed to fire people because you have to pay them more.
Yeah, I'm curious why not capitalism over socialism? Why are you choosing socialism?
Well, democratic socialism is about bringing the systems of government that govern our lives under democratic control. We already pay a Medicare tax. Why don't we all have access to Medicare? We already pay into Social Security. Why are the wealthy and elite getting away with paying a lower effective tax rate on Social Security than the rest of us with the Social Security income cap? So the capitalist system in the United States of America, we've seen the Great Recession, we've seen the enormous transfers of wealth under COVID-19, and we want equity in our system. When America has been at its best, we've invested.
Why is this so quiet? This is pissing me off. Sorry, it's a little quiet for me.
In the social safety net like we did under FDR in the golden age of American capitalism in the 20th
Love FDR.
century. We just want to see with a democratic socialist principle that we're investing in the American people and bringing our systems under democratic control.
Would you at least concede that capitalism in the United States has been extraordinarily effective, raising more people in the history of the world than anywhere out of poverty and leading to
It's just not true.
amazing developments, inventions, so on and so forth, putting
Again, not true.
America where it is?
I would say that when America has been at our best and when we've raised people out of poverty, it's because we've invested in the social safety net, when we've invested
Perfect answer. Genuinely perfect answer.
in the minimum wage and Social Security. So I think many of the greatest successes in American capitalism have been when we've invested in spreading the equity around and not just privileging the wealthy and elite like we have currently under our economic system and the billionaire tax cuts advanced by Donald Trump.
I'm assuming you, with the rest of the DSA platform, are in favor of open borders. I wanted to play some of this video from Ceuta, Spain, just to give you an idea and maybe get your take on what's happening there, as they call it chaotic when they open the borders and they let the flow of migrants in. If we can play some of this video.
No. Beyond disingenuous. Beyond disingenuous. They didn't open the borders. They are supporting migrants who swam across a sea to Spain to escape death.
What do you think of that? Are you afraid that might happen here, or do you welcome this?
Welcome it. I welcome it. Come to America. We got the houses. We have the money. Come here. We'll give you the money. We'll let you start your life, and then you can contribute to society.
I don't think there's anything to fear with people seeking a better life in the United States of America. My wife is the proud daughter of Nicaraguan immigrants.
The consequences don't exist.
We have consequences right now as a result of Jared Moskowitz, my opponent, and 46 Democrats, as well as every Republican voting to pass the Laken Riley Act. That is not only detained immigrants with no criminal conviction whatsoever, but they're now sweeping up American citizens, people who are being racially profiled. So we're seeing people dying in ICE detention, being shot on the street, like in Biddeford, Maine, just a few weeks ago, and of course in Minneapolis. So we have.
I do like this. I do like this kind of response. Also, Spain put up a floating barrier, like literally right after this happens, because 67 bodies have been recovered to the Spanish side of frontier, officials say. But again, like, Spain has been trying to save lives here. Morocco isn't any threat to Centura or the rest of Spain. It's a fully reliable partner, adding there had been no intelligence indicating a mass entry was imminent. Spain alertly restored order within 24 hours and warned the crisis was not formally over, and the reinforced police and military deployments remain as long as needed throughout overnight. This is beyond. One of the main points used by people trying to enter Spanish territory, the government sent a statement. Alongside a lane of anchored naval buoys, it is designed to stand 30 to 70 centimeters above water and extend as much as 1 meter below the surface, while a channel between the barriers will allow civil guard vessels to patrol the area. About 50,000 people crossed Ceuta by land and sea from Thursday, an unprecedented surge, one of the European Union's only land borders with Africa. More than 48,000 of them returned to Morocco within 48 hours, they said. This is depressing.
And what about the people? What about the people killed by the illegal immigrants? What about the many?
Let's do the. I know it's not. I know it's dumb. How many people die to illegal immigrants in 2024? I guess. ABC7 News on Facebook is saying at least 8 people have died since March 2025. Incidents tied to the Trump administration enforcement campaign. Oh, well, those are people being killed by... How... Crime rate for undocumented immigrants. It's hard to find in the USA. It's hard to find a good stats on this. But of course, overall offending rates of citizenship documentation status 2012 to 2018. US born citizen. Documented immigrant. Undocumented immigrant is almost a third. A third. Violent crime, documented immigrants and US born citizen, much higher than undocumented immigrants. Double. Sometimes over double. I want to see what he says to this.
People, the Laken Rileys, I could go down the list, being killed by illegal immigrants. Why are there no protests for them? Why would you not protest for them? Would you at least concede that this is a big problem in this country?
We certainly need to make sure that our communities are safe and that if people have committed violent crimes, that they are held accountable for that, including if they've committed violent crimes in the countries that...
Because we run these roles every day. We run these roles every day of ICE bringing these people out of the country who have committed heinous crimes. Last week, there were a number of rapes of a baby, of a 6-year-old.
You want to see statistics? Hold on. Statistics in America by race. Okay, this is table 43. Arrest. I don't know if this is... Where is rape? 16,000 total. 11,000 of that white. 4,000 of that black. Percent distribution. 70% white. 26% black. How many people by percent are white in the USA? What year was this? 2019. 2019. Population estimates. White percent. 72% of white people, 13% black people. Okay. We have 70% white people committing rape. 26. So white people are considerably, like, doing a considerable amount more of violent crimes. Total 4 million violent crimes. So frustrating to go through this shit over and over and over and over and over again. It's just frustrating, man. It is beyond frustrating. Not Hispanic or Latino, 80%.
These types of things be worthy of protest.
We need to keep our communities safe, and we need to hold people accountable when they have harmed others, when they have broken the law. But let's be clear, immigration is a civil violation, not a criminal violation. So we need to stop treating the equivalent of a parking ticket like people are breaking the law and need a militarized police force breaking down their doors.
Yeah, I just really don't understand why they go for the kind of comparison. I mean, if they're going to pull up labels on groups of people, at least be accurate. Yeah, but they don't care about being accurate. It's fear mongering. That's all it is.
Comparison here is not one of criminality. It is whether we are respecting international law, the right to asylum, the right of respecting refugees' rights. Yeah. These are internationally agreed upon standards that the United States is violating. And I'll be clear, it's been violated by both administrations of Republicans and Democrats that have really enforced a cruel agency over immigrant detention.
You would not say that ICE has done yeoman's work when it comes to getting tens of thousands of violent criminals out of this country. Would you applaud them for that?
No, I would certainly not applaud ICE like Jared Moskowitz and 75 Democrats did, signing a letter of gratitude. I think that ICE should be abolished and that the people at the head of this agency and the people that are shooting people in mass, the ICE agents that are killing people should be prosecuted and held accountable under United States courts of law. Let's be clear about who we're ascribing criminality to, because my concern is an out-of-control federal law enforcement agency. But what is the crime? Because, again, we're talking about civil violations when it comes to immigration, whether people are overstaying.
Killing Laken Riley.
Of course.
3 cases, or 2 cases. He's talking about 2 cases.
Of course those people should be held accountable. We're in agreement on that, and I think your viewers would also... We're in agreement that people should be held accountable for violent crimes, but immigration in and of itself is not a criminal violation. It is a civil violation. And I think that painting a broad brushstroke with a few exceptions is not fair to the immigrants that have come to the United States.
A few exceptions?
The reply here, by the way, should always be your president children.
Relative to the number of people. Relative to the number of people that have immigrated to the United States, yes.
What is the number?
Immigrants
when you say
fewer
a few,
crimes
what is the
than
number?
American citizens.
What is the number that you would allow? What is the number that is fine with you? Is there a benchmark? Is it fine? How many children can be raped and it's fine if you're in relation to the immigration community?
If we're going to talk about children being raped, then we need to hold this pedophile president, Donald Trump, accountable.
No!
And all those that have been implicated by the...
He gave up! Fox gave up!
Community.
If we're going to talk about children being raped, then we need to hold this pedophile president, Donald Trump, accountable, and all those that have been implicated by the Epstein files that the Department of Justice is still not leaking. And they've sent AIPAC after Thomas Massey for having the temerity to hold accountable the pedophiles.
Wow, they're cutting him off! They're cutting him off! They're cutting him off! They look so pathetic! I can't believe they're cutting him off after this. No fucking way! Sorry, I dropped something. There's no way!
That are in control of our government.
Thank you. We appreciate your time very much.
Oh! My God! Did he say anything? Hold on, what's his name again? Oliver Larkin? This guy's base. I cannot believe Fox actually posted this. Absolute legend. Oh, Oliver Larkin. Has he posted anything to Twitter? Please say you posted something to Twitter, Oliver Larkin. Nothing. Damn. I'm not seeing anything about this. Google searches for Oliver Larkin have increased over 600% in Florida following his Fox. Dude, this is like literally how we win. This is why you keep, like, Fox News needs to stop having these people on there. Oh, he's on Sam Skeeter's show? Hey, Miss Rachel, let's go. Wait, hey, man, Miss Rachel? Mom Donnie won after Miss Rachel endorsement. I'm just saying. All right. What else has she done? Abdul Ez Saeed, Corey Bush, Justin Pearson, Jared Yagi, right. Becca Blaine. Yeah, these are all good. These are all good. Oh my God, dude. 1 in 3 Democrats identify as a Democratic Socialist. Holy shit, dude. They're so fucking scared.
Is there a
yeah, the Hassan clip.
benchmark? Is it fine? How many children can be raped and it's fine in relation to the immigration community?
If we're going to talk about children being raped, then we need to hold this pedophile president, Donald Trump, accountable, and all those that have been implicated by the Epstein files that the Department of Justice is still not leaking. And they've sent APAC after Thomas Massey for having the temerity to hold a...
Jesus. The Democratic primary election between Oliver Larkin's pro-Israel Republican Representative Matchowitz for Florida's 25th congressional takes place August 18th. Actually, the funniest fucking shit ever. This is every single Democrat needs to be speaking like this. By the way, every single Democrat. This is how you win in elections. You don't be civil. You just call the other person a fist, and then you win. I'm so excited, guys. Midterms are looking great.